So I'm delighted to be here this morning at Muizenberg, more commonly known to the locals as the Berg, with my fabulous surf coach, Tammy Brown. She has changed my surfing, and trust me, at this advanced age, you need all the help you can get, and she's been amazing. So I would love to share her dreamXchanger self-employment with you all. And Tammy has actually been an amazing top South African surfer and sub-surfer. She started at the age of 16, and her journey has taken her into the hospitality industry and then into not only surf coaching, but also coaching rugby, a real surf and turf combo. So let me hand over to you, Tammy. Tell us a little bit about how you made that switch from whatever other work you were doing into coaching.
I've never heard anybody say surf and turf before. That has just taken it to another level. I think my whole life, I've always been the type of person who needed some sort of guidance. And if I can give other people guidance, coaching for me has changed my life. I've been in this industry, surfing industry, since I was 16. And I started coaching when I was about 18. And I can literally remember the first time I was out in the water. It changed my life. Helping others learn something that is so important to me has changed my life. So here I am again.
Oh,
presently.
Fabulous. And tell me a little bit about the rugby, because this fascinates me that we have a wonderful woman who is passionate about surfing and rugby.
So honestly, when I was 5, when I can remember when I was 5, my first passion was rugby. And obviously growing up in a time and space where rugby was for men and netball and hockey were for women, it was very hard for me, but my dad always gave me the space to play because he was ultimately pretty scary to everybody else. And then somewhere down the line, after my dad passed away, I kind of lost that love for rugby a little bit. And then I won a competition to be a sports presenter at Good Hope FM. And from there, I met the most incredible guys. All the rugby players you could think of that are world champions right now, they just helped me find that love for rugby and that passion for rugby again. So, of course, when I go to my little area down the road that I've grown up at, my dad actually played for False Bay, and I saw that there was a women's team. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's happening, it's time, and I was so grateful that they had created this space for women to play. So of course, at this age that I am now, I thought, why not? But then you slowly start realizing that maybe at the age of 40, rugby is not the best sort of, you're not as athletic as you were when you were younger. And I just love coaching. And obviously being a surfing coach, I thought, how do I put those two things together? So now I've completed my level 1 in rugby coaching, and now I'm doing my level 2.
Is that an inspiration or is that an inspiration? And Tammy is such an inspiration to all of us women. We belong to a group called Moms on Board, and we have so much fun on a Tuesday going out in the waves. And what I love about Tammy as a coach is that she meets each person where they're at. So for me, at the age of 64, I get tired, I need to rest, sometimes I'm scared, and she understands that. Whereas the younger coaches I've been with, mostly young boys, are strong and fit and surfers, but they don't understand what a coach is about. And a coach is about sharing. What drives you when the times get tough? What is it that inspires you?
So you're saying specifically about being coached by younger men. No problem with that. Absolutely love all the guys here at the Bay. When I was growing up, similar stories were occurring, not just with instructors, but also with, my partner was teaching me, took me out, a little bit crazy, fearing waves. I know, as women and men, people say, you surf like a man or whatever. I don't believe in any of that. We surf like women, and sometimes we need to be coached by women because we understand ourselves better than anybody else. So obviously working in events, absolutely loved it, but just pay-wise, struggling a bit. I had to kind of make a decision after COVID, what I was going to do with my life. Obviously love being in the water. The ocean was literally calling me on the shell phone. And, one of my clients who I actually worked for in the hospitality industry, Georgina, from Greek Fishermen, she was like, Tammy, you said I must come to you if I want to surf. Let's go surfing. And I thought, I have not been to lifestyle or the beach for what seems like an eternity. And I was like, how is everybody going to react when I come back? Because, I was this little petite competitive surfer, and here I'm coming back rugby player style. And I came back and it was like I'd never left. It's like a home away from home here at the Bay, at the Berg. And yeah, I just started coaching her, and then she started inviting her friends and her family. And the next thing I know, I'm having to choose between the two, even though I shouldn't have had to. And I chose this. As scary as it was, I do believe you need to have courage, not comfort, in order to succeed in life. You just have to, as scary as it could be, it could go completely pear-shaped. For somebody who's never had a backing, never had any support by family, obviously not because they didn't want to, just because I don't have much family. It's a scary thing to decide, like, 100 or not, and I did, and I made that decision, and it was the best decision I could have ever made, because including lifestyle, helping me with coaching, my own clients, people, word of mouth. I do believe if you work really hard, you're super passionate about something, at some point, the bug's going to bite. I do believe that, marketing, obviously posting, and I know a lot of people spend a lot of money on marketing and PR and things like that, but I still believe in the value of word of mouth. And if you're really good at something, people are going to spread the word and support you. And I feel like as Cape Townians, we're very supportive of each other, and internationals that come here and want to enjoy the Berg. I've seen videos of other places where they have surfing breaks, that can be quite dangerous. But if you come here to the Berg, you can see every single one of those surf coaches all support each other, give each other space, make sure that it's a nice, safe space out at the Berg. And that's what we really value, safety in the water. And I haven't looked back. It's the best decision I've ever made in my life. So you've got to have that fear to do great things in life, really.
Fabulous. And if you can't feel Tammy's passion for what she does, for coaching, then you don't have feelings. And on that note, I'm going to say, let's get out there. We have a session now. Let's get out there with the ladies and go and rock the Berg. Thank you, Tammy. What a beautiful story.